Hi, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this little fabric store card holder. It could also hold business cards, but it's ideal for all those store cards we seem to collect these days. It's got two pockets, it folds over, fastens with elastic. Simple and easy to make just from a few scraps of fabric. Okay, so to make this project you're going to need 4 pieces of fabric, which are 4.75 by 6.75. On the back of one of them I've ironed a piece of fusible fleece, and this is cut at 3/4 of an inch shorter on both sides. So this is 4 by 6. Then your other 2 pieces you're going to fold in half and press. And then you need a piece of elastic, which is the same width. It can be any thickness. I think this is about 1 inch. I've cut mine about 1/2 inch wider because I want to see the overlap when I'm sewing the seam, so I know where I'm sewing. So this is a really quick and simple project. So the piece of fabric that's got the fusible fleece, or you could use an iron-on interlining or interfacing, something like that, you're going to put face down. The 2 pieces that you've got folded, you're going to put fold side towards the middle and raw edges to raw edges. So you just line those up like so, fold to fold, raw edges to raw edges. And then your last piece of fabric you put face down on top. But before you do, I nearly forgot, you need to put your piece of elastic in. You're going to position it centrally between one of these halves. So just place it something like so, and then put your last piece of fabric right side facing down on top of everything, and then pin it or clip it, whichever you feel most comfortable with. I'm just going to clip mine. Just going to put one on either side where the elastic is to hold it, one in the top and one on either side to hold the other pocket and the bottom. So now I'm going to sew around 3 sides, so the 2 long sides and across the short side where the elastic is, leaving this bottom piece completely open. So this is the end with the elastic, this is the top where I'm not going to sew. So I'm just going to slide this under the presser foot. I'm using a normal straight stitch with the needle more or less centrally on my machine. You don't have to use a 1/4 inch seam on this, but you don't want to go too wide because you're going to be taking the width away of your pocket. So go forward, a few stitches, go back, and then go all the way around. When I get to the bits where the elastic are, I'm going to come over and go back and come over again. Gone over the elastic now, so I'm just going to hold my reverse button and then go forward and stop near the end. I'm going to stop with the needle in the down position, lift my presser foot and pivot and follow along again. I'm just going to take one more stitch. Right, again I've gone over the elastic, so I'm going backwards. When I get near the end I'm going to go backwards and forwards. And then that's it, finished. So now I'm going to trim away some of this seam, taking away the elastic as I go. I'm going to turn it over so I can see it better because the fleece is obviously shorter. So I'm just going to trim away quite close to the stitches, but not too close. I'm only trimming off the 3 sides I've sewn, not going anywhere near the bottom that's still open. So now I'm going to open it up so that I can see the 2 right sides, and I'm going to flip it inside out. Okay, so if you flipped it out right, you should have 2 pockets with an open end, and when you turn it over you should have the elastic. So what I'm going to do now with the part that's got the 2 pockets on, I'm going to put my fingers under the top bit where the open end is and just flip that over. So now I've got a pocket here on the bottom, and when I turn it over I've got essentially part of a pocket and elastic. I'm now just going to sew up this open end. Now I'm just going to trim this seam a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, just to reduce some of the bulk. Being careful not to go through the stitches. So this is the bit that we flipped, and here's the elastic. I'm just going to flip this now back over and push out the corners. So now you should have 2 pockets and a piece of elastic on the back. So I'm just going to try and poke out the corners a little bit more, and I'm just going to give it a quick press. So here it is. Just got some store cards here, and then they should slide in, and then you close it over, flip over your elastic, and there's your little gift. You could store business cards in it, or as I say, just store your store cards. Flip your elastic back over and you've got 2 pockets, enough to store. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put 4 in that side. And I've got 5 there. You seem to collect these store cards everywhere you go these days, don't you? Flip that over. And there it is. Quick and simple stash buster. So I hope you found that helpful. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already do so, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.